is the Hot Zone. Engaging with the news in a whole new way, international war correspondent Chuck Holton brings insight into areas of crisis and lets you help those affected.
Hey folks, Chuck Holton here. This is the Hot Zone, and today we're not in any place hot. Actually, it's kind of cool out. We're in Armenia, and this is a little farming village called Tatev, and it's awesome. We're doing kind of a homestay here, and I want to introduce you to the family that owns this place because they're really something special and a lot of fun. So this is Agonik. Agonik.
Agonik. Իմ անունը Աղոնիկ է, մեր հյուրատունը գտնում է Սյունիքի մաս գյուղ Տաթևում։
Translate.
My name is Agonik, her name is Agonik, and their village is in province Syunik in village Tatev.
Հյուրատունը սկսել ենք աշխատել 2010 թվականից ճոպանուղու բացման օրվանից։
They opened their guest house in 2010 when they built the ropeway.
TV Armenia TV ալիքի լրագրողները մետուն են մնացել ճոպանուղու բացման օրերին 3 օր։
She had some guests from Armenia TV, which is one of the most famous TV channels in Armenia, staying here at this place.
Ճոպանուղու բացման ժամանակվանից 2-3 սենյակ էի գործում։
So when we just started, we had only 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. But now we already have 6 bedrooms, and all of them have their bathrooms.
So I just want to know what your life is like when you don't have guests here. So you all just you farm, you grow everything you eat here. It's amazing. Look at these grapes behind me. Look at those grapes. Just grapes everywhere. Of course, it's harvest season, so tell me.
Անասուններ, հողեք մշակում, լոբի, կարտոֆիլ, այգիներ ունենք, ինքան որ աշխատում ենք, հյուրատունը կոչվում է Ասպետ, իմ փոքր տղայիս անունով է։
So they have cattle, and they also do farming and grow vegetables and fruits here, and everything is all natural. And the guest house is called Aspet, after her little son.
And so tell me about what you do. You have so many grapes here. You have enough grapes to get the whole town drunk. So what do you do? What do you do with all these grapes?
Խաղողը խաղում ենք, հավաքում ենք, օղի քաշում, մեր հյուրեն հյուրասիրում։
They make vodka out of these grapes, and they give it to their guests.
Well, we really enjoyed the vodka last night. So tell me about yourself and your family. Did you grow up here?
Այստեղ եք մեծացել, ձեր ընտանիքի մասին մի քիչ պատմեք։
Ես Տաթևից եմ։
She's from Tatev.
Հայրս շատ շուտ է մահացել, ես 10 տարեկան էի։
She was 10 when her dad passed away.
Մենք 7 երեխա ենք, 6 աղջիկ, մի փոքրիկ եղբայրներ ենք։
There were 7 children in the family. 6 աղջիկ, 6 sisters and 1 brother.
Հիմա մայրս էլ մահացել է, մի եղբայրս աստեղ քույրիկներով, մենք միասին ենք։
Her mom also passed away, and she lives here with one of her brothers.
Right, is Sambar your husband?
As մարդու այստեղ ապրում է, ձեր ամուսինն է, անունը ինչ է?
Sambar.
Yes, he's her husband.
Okay, so how long have you been married, and do you have children?
Քանի տարի եք ամուսնացած ու երեխաներ ունեք?
30 տարի։
30 years.
2 տղա ունեմ, մի հատ աղջիկ։
They have 2 sons and 1 daughter.
Wow, and do they live here in Tatev?
Ապրում են Տաթևում?
Ոչ։
No.
Պուճուր ասպետ է հիմա Ուլանուդե է։
Որտեղ?
Ռուսիա, Ուլանուդե։
Ռուսաստանում? The youngest son is in Russia now.
Մեծ տղաս Կապանում, իսկ աղջիկս Գորիսում։
The oldest son is in Kapan, in another province in Armenia, and the daughter is in Goris.
So how did you learn to make vodka and wine and all the cheese and everything? How'd you learn?
Պատրաստել արաղ, գինի,
մեծերից ենք սովորել։
Just from,
մեծերից, ծնողներից։
Parents and grandmas and
Just learn it was passed down to you.
Ժառանգության զուսր փոխանցվել է
փոխանցվել է իրար։
իրար։
Would you show me your beans and everything
Դա
downstairs?
լոբին ցույց կտակ ներքև։
Sure, let's go.
Yeah.
So everywhere you go in this house, there's something growing. Like they don't have a lawn. They have just probably 1,000 pounds of these grapes growing up and down the stairway here. They're so good. I could eat these grapes all day. And the other thing you'll notice about this place and the way that they live, it's so healthy. It's just so healthy. Oh, so they're cleaning up from our breakfast, which was all homemade everything. Okay, now we'll go see the beans. Look, they have tomatoes and
Այս լոբիներն է։ Լոբիներն է, դե չենք հավաքել ենք, դե չենք մաքրել էլի։ Նայ։
These are the beans. She hasn't cleaned them yet.
okay. And wait, are these beans too?
Բազուկի թթուն։
Oh, these are radishes.
Yeah, she's gonna make tattoo out of it, which is remember what we had yesterday. That was kind of salty, but pickles, but salty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna make that with these.
Oh, okay. She's gonna pickle those beets. More beans. Here we have cabbage and peppers and cucumbers.
And here we have beans.
These are beans that have been cleaned already.
And then they dry it, and then they keep it all.
Okay, so here's your mountain of beans. Now, have these been shucked already?
Sorry?
Have these had the beans taken out already, or are they?
No.
No. So she has to. So how do you do this? Do you do you do it by hand?
No, they use special machines, but they have to dry this and then they have to clean it and, sort each type of beans and stuff like that.
So it looks like a lot of manual labor.
Ոնց որ լիքը մեկը sense ոչ մեքենայական աշխատանքի կարիք ալի, որ ձեռքով պիտի անեք լիքը բան։
Այո, լիքը բան կա։
And so what does Samver do? Like, does he have a job or does he farming in?
Աշխատանք ունի, թե He doesn't have a job, but he's basically farming.
Yeah, he's definitely a hard-working guy. You can tell just his hands would crush you. That he has very strong hands. So 30 years together and your children are all gone. Is it more difficult now that you don't have your kids to help you?
30 տարի ամուսնացած է, երեխաներն էլ այստեղ չեն։ Արդյոք ավելի դժվար է, որ երեխեքը այստեղ չեն, որ օգնեն ձեզ։ She says we are the ones who help them. They just moved out, so they support them for now. They have little children too. Each of them has 2 children, so 6 grandchildren. Oh, okay. My bad. Aspet is not married yet.
Oh, so 4 grandchildren and their youngest is not married yet?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe he'll find a good Russian woman.
Maybe.
So you also have, I think I see potatoes. So we have potatoes over here.
That is for the animals. So they pick the little ones that are not that good for you, so
Oh,
they
wait,
give
say
it
that
to
again?
animals. These potatoes are for animals, and not for them because they just pick the smallest ones.
Okay. And then here we have a big rock sitting on top of a bag
of cheese, right? So explain this to me.
Բացատրեք ոնց է կանում։ Նես բացատրեք առանց։
Why do we have?
It's just they have to put something heavy on it.
Կաթը մածուն ենք անում, մածունը խնեցիով հալում ենք, կարակը վերցնում։
So they make matsun out of milk first, and then they make butter out of matsun.
Ահա, թանը վերցնում եք լցնում այդ շորի մեջ, քսակի մեջ։
And then the tan that is left from making butter, they pour it in the bag.
Ահա, ջուրը գնում է, ինքը բինդը մնում է մեջ, չէ՞։ Հա։
And then the water goes there because of this heavy stone on it, and we have cheese in there.
That's a heavy stone.
Բայց մայեշի։
Oh yeah. So, is there a reason that the stone has a hole in it?
Ինչ որ նշանակություն կա, որ քարի վրա անցք կա։
Էսի, սա գիտես ինչ է։ Ես քեզ ասեմ։
Okay, squish it again. So that stone weighs about 60 or 70 pounds. These are...
They also make, okay, so that stone also belongs to this, and they make flour with these. They put the wheat in there, and then they...
So how old is that stone?
Քանի ինչքան ժամանակ ունեք այդ քանի տարեկան է ասած ասած։
Ինչ է կեսա։
Քարը մենակ։
Դեմ ասում։ Սա երևի 60 թվականից է, կեսա վանքի վարպետն է եղել։
Probably from 60s, and her father-in-law was one of, not the architect itself, but
like he was fixing the church. He was the one who did maintenance on it. So he had to know how to chisel stone.
Yep.
I see. Okay. So show me how you make vodka.
Ոնց եք։ Արաղ ոնց եք պատրաստում։
Արաղը դե տեսնեմ սամելը քանդել է, օղերից տեսնեմ։
Go ahead.
Բայց կեսը քանդել է։
Look at this. We got every square meter of their yard is full of some kind of plant growing something they can eat. There's nothing here that they mow. There's no lawn. It's fruit trees and vegetables. There's pumpkins, everything. So what are we looking at here? What is this?
So this is already vodka, but has to be filtered one more time.
Whoa.
So she said they put the product in there, probably fruit, any kind, and then they cover it, they put it on fire, and
oh, this is the still. Ah, okay. Yeah, there's the top of the still. Over there. So they put water and fruit in here, and they cover it and they boil it, and that goes into here. And then what?
Then goes through some process in here, and then as a result they get the vodka, but they have to filter it a couple times.
So you can't drink this vodka here?
No.
Is it dangerous or just doesn't taste good?
Doesn't taste good.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of vodka.
Oh, so they're gonna have one bottle out of these three.
Why?
After, filtering. I think they're going to kind of boil it one more time or something. Because this is mostly water.
Oh, all right. Okay. So they don't have 20 gallons of vodka here. They have 5 gallons of vodka, and the rest will get boiled down into that. Ah, okay. Okay. And where does this go?
I see in Chowra. You're talking about this black thing, huh?
Yeah, the hose.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hose here.
It's just water that has to be running all over.
That's the steam that comes off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. Are these bees? or they were for bees?
Մեղուների համար էին?
Հա, մեղուներ
Yes.
ունենք։
They have bees.
You do have bees. Do you get your own honey and everything?
Ձեր սեփական մեղրն եք ունենում?
Հա,
Yes.
Amazing.
ոսի վախեցա
So what do you-
ջանջերը հավաքում են։ Բացեք է դրա համար։ Ասեք, չէ, բարի
She's
դիլը
saying
վախեցա։
she didn't put it on the table just because she was afraid that the bees would come. That's why she didn't give us some honey too.
Oh, okay. Well, so what do you spend money on? What do you need to buy that you don't grow or make yourself?
Ինչի վրա եք գումարը ծախսում? Ինչ եք առնում, որ ինքներդ չեք կարող այստեղ ստանաք?
Չհասկացա։
Ինչ որ բան կա, որ ձերս տարածքում, հա, ձեր հողում կամ կենտրոնների միջոցով չեք ստանում ու առնում եք խանութից ինչ որ։
Պեսոք մեկ հանում։
Sugar.
Sugar։ Աղ,
Rice?
Beans?
բրինձ, հա,
Yeah, rice,
Uh-huh.
salt, sugar.
Միսը մենք ունենում ենք կարտոֆիլը, բանջարեղենը,
They have meat,
կատնամուտը
vegetables, dairy products, vodka, eggs.
Well, if you got meat and vodka, I think you're good. You don't really need much else. So, there's your quick nickel tour of the Aspet Bed and Breakfast here in Tatev, and it's pretty fascinating to see people who do such a great job providing for themselves, just growing and making everything that they need. So if you ever get a chance to come here, I highly recommend it. It's amazing, and the food is, I can't even come up with superlatives for the food. It's so good, and it's really cheap. So we'll probably come back here on our next trip as well. And I'd love to come spend more time in Tatev because there's a lot to see and explore in this tiny little farming village far out in Armenia. So thanks for watching The Hot Zone. I'm Chuck Holton. We'll see you.
The Hot Zone is produced by Amy Holton and Livefire Media.
Copyright 2021.